It excites me meeting new people and hearing their stories, because it widens the mind and horizon. I'm keen on a continuously personal development and learning new things. Everything that I read about the Fulbright Summer Institute convinces me that this is what I'll find there. This was a snippet of my motivational letter with which I applied to the program. And my feeling was right. I was lucky to spend 3 weeks with interesting and open-minded people, and even though the summer school didn't take place on the beautiful MSU campus, I was still able to take away great input and ideas with me. I appreciate the efforts by Sinyu Wu and her team to make the online experience as positive as possible for us. They created a friendly, fun and safe space for interaction. The only difficulties I had were technical ones. Ask my fellow students about my Wi-Fi connection, especially when I wanted to speak. Anyways, in the application formula, we were also asked about themes that we would like to address during class. Due to our limited time, I have still some topics left that I did not really reflect on yet, especially according to healthcare. Other points, however, were discussed quite well, for example, matters of mindset or how entrepreneurs think and therefore act differently in Germany and the USA. So let's finally dive into a rough and short reflection of the content and my learnings. In week 1, lovely Melissa Bancroft gave us an insight in the topics intercultural communication and leadership. My personal highlight was our class discussion with Werner Hoppenhofer, Isabel Mackenzie, Neeraj Pandaya and Mark Rosenmeyer, who are highly trained and experienced executives in the automotive industry. The panel highlighted why the competency to work in an intercultural team is essential nowadays. The world is changing fast and keeps getting more complex. People are connected and not limited by geographic ties. But still, ethnocentrism or other barriers lead to misunderstanding and conflicts. So how can we face that? For example, by reflecting ourselves, asking for feedback and building trust. And I also love the following advice: don't listen to answer, listen to understand. In week 2 and 3, we were introduced to the fascinating world of entrepreneurship and innovation by Dr. Aubrey Wigner. His approach to teaching was exactly what this course needed. Instead of long lectures and monologues, he gave us time and space to experiment with different tools and to openly reflect on them. The first thing we did was to fully complete a design thinking process based on a workshop of the Hasso-Plattner Institute of Design at Stanford University. Check it out, it's so much fun. Eve Rangan, Lisa Miklos-Als, Danea Chipoku-Haro, and Jonathan Kars were 4 other inspiring personalities that shared their experiences with us. They gave us an idea of what mindset, skills, and habits you need to have an impact in this world. For example, follow your passion, don't be afraid of failure, get in touch with people, and take care of yourself. Finally, I want to point out the rewarding time with my Frankenmuth team. What? Our big group of Fulbright scholars was divided into 8 smaller ones, and each was named after a city in Michigan. In Frankenmuth, I worked together with Rhonda Geise, Elisabeth Bauschmied, Sui Dang, and MSU student assistant Sandra Rose. I know I already told you guys, but once again, thank you for your input and commitment. Every group had the task to create a prototype for an app which is aiming to solve a special problem. In our case, how can we help people who are interested in a vegetarian or vegan diet to adapt this lifestyle when they may face barriers and conflicts in their environment because of this decision. Therefore, we went through the following process: finding data points, doing interviews for better understanding of our customers, creating a value proposition canvas to become clear of what features our app needs, and eventually visualizing it through the software Balsamiq. When it comes to creating a product, the most important advice is probably this: don't aim for perfection. Show people what you got as often as you can, because feedback will make it better. I think everyone can imagine how fascinating it was to see the concrete ideas which our groups have created in this short amount of time. This was a glimpse of my Fulbright experience with MSU. I hope to stay connected, and I'm determined to make up for a visit in Michigan in the next few years. Another big thank you to my training manager, Verena Wegscheider, and Professor Dr. Franz Bienstetter, who supported my application and therefore made this possible.